in the society as a whole, made up of individuals, overall when these values fail. So the idea is to develop discipline in writing answers, especially focusing on ethics. Why? These core values like integrity, core values like transparency, accountability, core values like fairness, then it is manifested in the form of corruption. Hello everyone, welcome to Mentors for IAS. This is Ethics at 8, where we discuss important concepts and previous year questions relating to ethics paper. Hi, I'm Dr. Arjun Bopanna from Mentors for IAS. So let's see today's question. So this is the question. Corruption is the manifestation of failure of core values. Failure of core values in the society. So this is the statement. The question is asking, in your opinion, what are the measures that can be adopted to uplift the core values of the society? Now, it's a very simple question, very direct question. The question is itself asking you, what measures can be adopted in order to uplift the core values in the society? So please understand, here a statement has already been made that when the society's core values fail, okay, core values. What are these core values? These core values like integrity, core values like transparency, accountability, core values like fairness. In the society as a whole, made up of individuals, overall when these values fail or they go missing, then it is manifested in the form of corruption. Right? So that's a statement. So now what do you do to bring back these values? Either you do education, you can do advocacy, you can create awareness, you can trade, you can create fear. That is what your answer should include. Okay, how do you bring back these core values? There is moral erosion, okay, in our society, which gets manifested. It's like a disease. So the symptoms, the signs, etc., that people show is corruption. But within that, what is the reason? Moral corruption. Now, how do you bring it back? What is the treatment? That's what is being asked over here. I mean, it's not a general studies paper. Don't write right to information, etc. 1, 2, 3. No, that's an example. But here, how do you bring back these values? How do you treat the society which has now been ailing with lack of these core values? That's what is being asked over here. That's what you are supposed to write. Okay, so let's see the structure, guys. Right, this was asked in 2023. In the introduction, you can write about what are the core values that makes a society healthy. When these core values fail, what kind of disease, what kind of manifestation these failure leads to? That is, corruption being one of them. Right? Then measures to uplift these values. How do you treat it? Right? You need to ensure legal measures. Okay, so that's like immediate. Creating institutions, making laws. That's like how you treat a patient, immediate. Go all in and start doing a surgical intervention, example. So this is immediate. But on a long term, if you have to inculcate those morals and values into the society, that can be done through social education and building and strengthening the institutions. So that's how your sequence should be. If you see also why you need to write the legal measures, because it is easy to inculcate, bring about that measure. You enact a law, you bring in the legal statutes, you create that, you address it, at the front of it. And then, but we need people to inculcate those values. How can that happen? When people start really believing, appreciating the utility of these being, a moral conduct, then only it can help. So therefore, that comes later. This is long term. This is long term. When I say institutional measures, right, even that is a long term, because it's something which, both these legal measures and then institutional, both, can be combined. Legal, immediate, and then as a whole, permanent institutional measures. Like, for example, our election commission. Now, for decades together, it has been conducting free and fair elections. Okay, immediately a law enacted will help in bringing reducing corruption, but in the long run, strengthening institutional measures, structural changes within the institution is very valuable. So this way, we have gone from short to long term. That's how our answers will also flow. So this is how you can beautify or improve your answers, having a kind of a flow or structure in your mind. And then conclusion, maybe you can write, what is being done in India, what more can be done in India, or something like that, measures to enhance society's moral values, you can write and answer. So this is the structure, guys. Okay. Now pause the video for 8 minutes, write it, and replay the video, compare your answer to see what improvements you can make. Okay, so I hope all of you have written the answer. Now let's see what content you can add. So as I told you the structure, okay, before. So introduction, what are these core values that are necessary in the society, failure of which can be manifested in various illegal actions, including corruption. Then your flow will be like, how do we enhance the values, core values, through legal measures, through social measures, education, training, institutional. But the idea here is to give examples. Even though example is not asked, give examples. Over here, there's no specific mention of examples like the previous video. But in spite of that, I would suggest you to write examples, right? So the introduction can be like this: core values, integrity, accountability, transparency, fairness, equality, etc., which enhances the overall moral value of a society, failure of which can be manifested in the form of illegal and unethical behavior. One such illegal behavior is corruption. To address corruption, the following measures can be taken, and then you write down. So social measures, education, awareness, promotion of civic engagement, use role models, leaders to create that awareness, to help people see the merit of being ethical, being good, promotion of cultural values, empowering the community, etc. Legal measures can be to strengthen anti-corruption laws, to build anti-corruption institutions, strengthen them, enhance transparency and accountability measures like citizen charters, etc. Use technology to ensure transparency, punitive measures for those who violate. So, enhancing laws like Prevention of Corruption Act, etc., PMLA Act, all these can be done and these punitive measures can help in creating fear. Now, fear also is very essential to ensure that people's conduct are ethical. Okay, and at the same time, education, training of civil servants, education of youth, youngsters, society as a whole, creating awareness, all these are important. So these can be some measures. And now to add more value to it, some examples. So write down these examples so that it can be recycled in some other answers. For example, a ₹0 note. Okay, it was an initiative by an NGO called the Fifth Pillar. So this NGO came up with a very innovative idea called as the ₹0 note, where they wanted to create awareness to the people not to give bribe. So they distribute the zero currency note and ask the public to give this note to anybody who asks for bribe. So this way they are creating awareness about corruption. Okay, so this awareness will go a long way in enhancing the core values of the society and thus thereby reduce corruption gradually. Okay, so zero currency note is an example which you can write. Similarly, Central Vigilance Commission, which plays an important role in addressing corruption in India. So they also come up with these awareness campaign, youth integrity campaign, integrity club, etc. for the youth, so that they create awareness among the youngsters, because tomorrow they are the citizens. And if their core values are strengthened, corruption can be reduced. Then you also have IPaidAbribe.com, a website by Janagraha. So this website, you can go and report if you have given bribe or if somebody demanded bribe. Not only that, it also motivates you to go and submit a name of honest officers who have refused to take bribe. So this way you incentivize officers also to be honest. So overall, enhancing the ethical environment in the society. Ethics in Business Award and various other organizations give awards to companies which are ethical, individuals whose conduct have been ethical, etc. So such kind of awards motivates leaders, motivates individuals to be ethical in their conduct, etc. So this one such award, Ethics in Business Award by World Forum for Ethics, has played an important role in motivating individuals, leaders in various fields to be ethical. Election Commission has come up with Know Your Candidate initiative, where you can know the whether your politicians, whether your representatives are ethical, whether they are corrupt, etc. So again, creating awareness. My Vote, My Right initiative also brings about transparency. Then various workshops are conducted by international organizations to promote transparency. We can also write that incorporating ethics in the civil services examination is an initiative to help young aspirants, I mean civil servants, to study about ethics and understand the merits of ethics, and hence enhance the core values of the society. Similarly, such ethical modules are now very much a part of civil services training, training programs of various corporate organizations, etc. So all that can be added. Overall, the objective of all of this is to enhance the core values of the society. So by this, they can ensure that illegal, unethical conducts can be controlled. Corruption overall will come down if we implement these schemes, okay, these initiatives. So that's how you can write your answer. Make sure these examples are there in your answers. Now again, as I told you, people find it difficult to conclude their answer. So sample conclusion is also over here. Let me read it out for you. Corruption is not just a legal or economic issue, but profound ethical and societal problem. It's not just economic, right? So that's a question what is asked here. Society's core values. So you are concluding by arguing, hence addressing it from overall point of view, like institution, transparency, accountability, education, ethical standard, culture of integrity, honesty, where they are valued, etc., will help in preserving the ethics of the society. So something like this can be a sample conclusion. Please make note of these things. So the trick of getting good marks in ethics is recycle. Recycle introductions, recycle conclusions, recycle ideas, recycle examples, case studies, etc. So that is where previous year questions on ethics is going to be very, very valuable. That is why these videos will be very valuable to your mains exam. I hope this video was useful, and thank you for watching.